What up? Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Fencer, Pressure, SoundCloud, SoundClick, Reddit, and all you MMA fans. Your boy Tone202 coming at you one more again. I usually don't do MMA videos, but I'm fascinated by Conor McGregor. He is the best striker in the game at what, 150, 155, but he's moved up to like what, 170, 175, so he could fight Nate Diaz. We all know how that went. He tired himself out, even though he was extremely accurate, and he busted Nate's face up pretty good. But Nate is I don't know if he did his homework on Nate, but we all, if you don't know, Nate Diaz is, him and his brother, they are triathletes. So to say they're in shape is an understatement. You know, they do the whole run, swim, bike thing for like, you know, miles. So they're in great shape, and what happened was pretty much Conor couldn't handle throwing knockout punches, for 3 rounds. He tired himself out, and of course he got choked out. Now he has the option of going back down to his weight class, which is I think 155, so he can either fight Joseph Aldo again if Joseph Aldo wants a rematch, but I think Joseph Aldo is going to fight Frankie Edwards, since the 155 is wide open, because Conor, he wants to go back, he doesn't want to go back down to 155, where he has, pretty much he's reigning king right now. He has the title. He has a couple titles actually, but he doesn't want to go back down there. So he's gonna stay at 170 and fight Nate Diaz again, and it's like, well, what I think is gonna happen is, I think the same thing's gonna happen with him is the same thing that's gonna happen with Ronda Rousey, Holly Holmes. I think they both got figured out, and they did something that was unusual, so they both lost. We know Ronda Rousey lost by a kick to the head because she kept running in on that girl, and the girl had a mean left, Holly Holmes, and then pretty much stunned her with the left and knocked her out with the kick, because she couldn't go in on her. And then of course Holly Holmes loses to Miesha Tate, who pretty much waited for the left and then went in, closed the gap on her twice, and got her in and choked her out. The first time she tried to choke her out, Holly Holmes got out of it because she's incredibly strong, and the second time she couldn't handle getting out of it, and Miesha Tate beat her. But Ronda Rousey also beat Miesha Tate. So basically, you're doing something that's out of the ordinary. So basically, Conor, to me, is still a way better fighter than Nate Diaz. He is a way better fighter. However, Nate Diaz's condition is second to none. You've got to be able to be at peak performance for all 3 rounds, or you're just going to get tired and you're going to get slow, and he's going to get you in an anaconda, or he's going to get you in a neck crank, or he might get you in a standing neck crank like John Bones Jones did to the Dragon, and he got him in a standing neck crank and knocked him out on his feet. He choked him out on his feet. So, or he did it to Shogun. No, he did it to the Dragon. But nonetheless, like I said, I think both of those who were undefeated and lost. I think Ronda Rousey's, she figured out her game. She's going to come back in October. She's going to beat Holly Holmes, and she's going to beat Miesha Tate, and that's going to be that. And I think McGregor, he's going to figure out this higher weight class. However, I think he's going to lose again, because it's so much more weight. It's 20 extra pounds, and when you're running around the ring trying to strike that hard with that much extra weight, you get tired fast. And most of us aren't MMA fighters, but some of us are athletes, and we understand that. I myself used to run the mile, but I was running the mile at 2:05. Okay, so I was in competing at a competing weight, but I wasn't at a winning weight. And and everybody kept telling me you're way too heavy. If I would have went down to 186, then I would have been at a winning weight. You see what I mean? So I think that McGregor, he is going to be able to compete at that weight, but I think he's going to lose again until his body just really catches up with what he's really trying to do, and which is win a title at that weight. And then, eventually I think he will. What I hope he doesn't do is get too cocky, win a title at that weight, and then try to gain more weight, and then go ahead and try to win a title at another. Because that's what Conor McGregor is all about. He's about how many titles can I win. That's why he's not interested in Joseph Aldo. He really isn't, because he has the title there. He's not interested in Frankie Edwards, Joseph Aldo's, because he already knows he can beat those guys. He has the title there. What Conor McGregor is trying to do is win as many titles as he can in different weight groups. But, I mean, when you get up to a certain weight group, you're going to run into Nick and Nate. You're going to run into, John Bones Jones, who's light heavyweight. So, can he fight those guys? Yes. Can he beat those guys? He's not conditioned for it. So, it's going to be interesting to see with anybody. Because he's got to go through Cormier. He's got to go. I mean, there's a bunch of guys that are waiting for you who are monsters when you start climbing up in weight. Those guys are, they're just, hell, you might even see Chael Sonnen if you know what I'm saying? One of those guys who can still get with you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying for what he's trying to do. Getting all of those titles, he's not trying to stay in the same title, because I think he just gets bored. However, I think his bravado, his hubris, is going to be what gets him. I think it's going to get him knocked out. That's what I think is going to happen. I think just I think he's going to get broken up, and then when I say, here's what I'm thinking. I don't think he's just going to get knocked out. I think he's going to get hurt, and there's a difference. Holly Holmes hurt Ronda Rousey. She didn't just knock her out. She shook her whole faith. Ronda Rousey said she thought about committing suicide. That's when your ass gets hurt. She hurt her from the inside. She made her rethink wanting to get back in the ring. That's what I think is going to happen to Conor if he keeps going up in weight. I think somebody's going to hit him harder than Henzo the Rock can hit you. And it's just going to be lights the freak out. And that's what I think is going to happen to him. And I think he's gonna be humble, and then he's just gonna go right back down to, he's gonna lose a bunch of weight. He's gonna go back down to the weight where he knows he's king, and that's where he's gonna stay until he retires. It's your boy Tone 202. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you think.